Nonostante was the second movie we watched after Beetlejuice, and I found the concept to be quite intriguing. We open on three people sitting on a bench, watching people go out of the building and a casket along with it, and they are loading it in a hearse. One of the characters looks up, he sees people heading to the building, and he's like, I got visitors. He goes up, he goes on a forklift, drives along with the forklift, then he's going up on a crane lift, he goes up and he goes into a room through the window, which turns out to be his room, as he watches the three people who has just entered the room and he has called visitors talk to somebody who is lying on the bed. Who is that someone lying on the bed? It's actually the person who said, "Oh, I got visitors." So people were like, "Oh, are they two people?" No, they're actually the same person, but one is just in a deep coma, and the other one is a sort of astral projection of him. I could say, I guess could say, and I love
Yeah.
that concept. Everyone who is in this hospital and is in a coma or like in some deep form of unconsciousness has their like imagination, like a sort of ghost version of themselves, should I say,
Yeah.
walk around. They add a lot of things throughout the movie, kind of keeps the movie fresh. There's a certain blow of death, a gust of wind that represents death roaming around. That's why they
Yeah.
actually hang around the morgue, because there is no storm there. And even things like, the sticks, the boat that brings you to death, also has a role into the movie. And I love the way the movie has been written and was directed, which I was surprised to find out that was done by the lead actor. So he took a lot of things on for this movie, and I'm surprised it is as coherent as it is and as beautiful as it is. There is also a romance story that is the center point of the movie, should I say. It's just a bit weird how they form that romance. It's a bit like no build up, all act, which is the
Yeah.
only flaw I really have with the movie. You also got someone in a yellow jacket, which made me constantly think of Georgie from It. But for the rest, I really have no complaints. Do you?
I didn't really like the film. Um, but it's like they always wear the same clothes, right? Because that is astral projection. Ow, that hurt, Kevin. Don't hit me. To me, it has, like you say, it has a lot of ideas. I don't know if they come together for me. What I found the most interesting part of it is that essentially, because they are disconnected from the physical body, they are like a different version of themselves that I don't know if this would be considered a spoiler, but I feel like it's the most interesting thing about the film is that like they are not connected with their body. So like this kind of memory in coma is only existing in limbo,
Yeah.
which makes everything in here like a separate life that some people who are there might cling on to, and others really want to get back to their like actual family that they get to see when they visit them. And it makes the central character kind of an interesting one because he doesn't want to let go in a variety of ways. He doesn't want to let go and die. He also doesn't want to let go and get back. So he's kind of stuck in this limbo where he wants to reside. And it ultimately is a story about like figuring out where you want to end up.
Yeah.
And that's nice, and taking a bit of agency back. And with that, I found the love story to be really out of place because I thought that theme of like having a life didn't need a like romantic counterpart. Yeah, some of the direction choices I didn't really love. I also thought it was just kind of going around from place to place, and I wasn't really following or being like, the pacing of the film didn't really grab me. So like I'm definitely a bit lower on it. I feel like you'll notice that with most of the films, I'm usually a bit more critical of them than Kevin is. I think it was something that happened last year and it's happening this year again. But hey, there's some films that I like more than him, but I gave it a 5 out of 10 overall.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. I think the movie does just enough to keep having your attention. I don't think it does perhaps do it a bit like at the end of your like, oh, I'm I'm not gonna watch it anymore. I think it does do it just in time. So that's why I really liked it. I give it a 7 out of 10. Really enjoyed this quite original movie, in my opinion. Yeah.